ní kankan. So government náà la máa ké sí lọ́rùn. Ẹ gbà wá, President Tinubu, ẹ gbà wá. Ní Jos yìí wọ́n pa wá, ní Kaduna wọ́n pa wá, ní Zamfara wọ́n pa wá, ní Sokoto wọ́n pa wá, ní Ọ̀yọ́ wọ́n jẹ́ gbádùn, ní Ondo wọ́n jẹ́ ká gbádùn, ní Anambra wọ́n pa wọ́n, ní Enugu wọ́n pa wọ́n. Wọ́n wá ń pa Kristẹni, bẹ́ẹ̀ náà ló ń pa Mùsùlùmí ti ìsàlẹ̀ lọ́hùn. The powerless. Wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ fi sínú òfin constitution Nigeria pé a máa protect gbogbo ẹ̀yà regardless of whether you are Muslims, you are Christian, you are oníṣẹ̀ṣe. Báwo lẹni tó ń ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tí ẹ máa lọ bá nínú àti défìlà APC yẹn ló ń sọ àwọn tó fẹ́ gba ilẹ̀ yín kò ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nìkan ló fẹ́ gbà wọ́n tẹ̀ ti jẹ́ wọ́n fẹ́ jẹ́ kẹ́ rí ìjọsìn ṣe ní gbogbo àdúgbò yín. Ìkọ̀kọ̀ ń ṣe gbogbo ẹ̀ ló máa gbé lẹ́kọ̀ọ́. The only way, lẹ́ǹkan sí, to guarantee freedom and personal safety for the powerless, àwọn mẹ̀kúnnù, is by enshrining that guarantee in a framework of law that protect the right of all, including the powerless. This is what all needed to know, to understand any form of religious persecution or religious conflict. The persecuting of religious minorities occurs whenever the rights and freedom of minorities are not guaranteed by law, confluence to be of vital importance to the promotion of trade up and the Niger. He noted in his journal that the people of Gabe were willing to hear the good news. He was very sad on one occasion to learn from report coming in from Lokoja that the place, Gabe, had been plundered after being destroyed with fire. Owodayo records the Og of Ajayi Crowther. Bishop Crowther once fell victim to the treachery of his own time friend, Chief Aboko. He and his son, Debison, visited the chief in his Okokoin village on one of his journey up in the Niger in 1867. Aboko ordered his men to clear Crowther's boat of all cargo, his personal luggage, apparel, etc. were removed. Bishop Crowther and his men spent the night naked outside Oboko, claimed that he regarded it as an offense for English merchant to refuse to recognize him as a superintendent of the Board of Trade in the part of the river. We also know that there was a conflict during those era. And what was the conflict? Conflict of the colonization. People came in, and want to supersede the culture that they met. Àwọn náà dé ẹ̀bá táwọn kan ṣe culture wọn ní bó ṣe ń ṣe, and you started trying to change it, and that also have a lot of backlash, and we're still experiencing that today. Tá bá sọ̀rọ̀ ṣé agbára ṣì wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọba wa. We know what the colonization did, by taking the power kúrò lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọba wa tó gbé fáwọn politicians lẹ́nìí. So let's move forward. It was not only Crowther that suffered persecution. There were other glory stories of suppression and oppression of the missionaries. Ẹni tó tẹ̀ ṣẹ̀sìn gan ní Nàìjíríà lẹ́nìí is under the subjugated of suppression, and they are suffering from persecution. Hardly people can have 3 square meals. Hardly you have good health care, good roads, good communication, good education. There's no jobs, there's no pension. The future is just blink for millions of people. They're waking up and just sleeping, just looking for a way out. It's a blink future, especially if our Yoruba. And we have to be worried and concerned. So it's not just about the topic of the persecution of the Christians. It's also the persecution of humans within Nigeria today, whether you even believe as a Christian or not. On Sunday 13, it did not on Sunday, Abi, but this was October 1867. All the denominational churches in Abeokuta were not only attack, but the members who were ready for service were stripped. Do you understand that? Ní 1867, ní ìlú Abẹ́òkúta, ní Ogun State ńbẹ̀ yẹn, nílùú tiwa, wọ́n jẹ́ káwọn tó fẹ́ ṣẹ̀sìn, wọ́n já wọn sí ìwòwò. Many people, even in Nigeria today, are already stripped naked. What is já yín sí ìwòwò? What is sọ in tí ẹ̀ ń ṣe, what is sọ yín dà? In tẹ́ kì, in tẹ́ jẹ́, what is sọ yín dì? And they know how to play your mind. They're very good at that. And this has been going on for decades. So even Sunday 13th of October 1867, wọ́n ní all the denominational churches ní gbogbo Abẹ́òkúta were not only attacked, but all the members were ready for service. Àwọn member tó takú pé a máa ṣe service wọn ẹ̀yìn níbí báyìí kò sí tó jọ. They were stripped naked. So even if you are not a Christian in Nigeria today, are you not stripped naked? Ṣé fi pé gbogbo àwọn tó ń wọṣọ tó ń lọ nínú Nigeria yẹn, some of them, their mind is 300 miles away from it, their bodies. They are like a walking dead corpse. Ọkàn rìn ni. Ẹlòmíì tó rìn yẹn, tó bá lọ fọwọ́ cup tí báyìí, tó bá ṣubú sí ẹ lọ́rùn, ó máa ra mílíkì kó tó kúrò ńbẹ̀, wàá dẹ̀ ra Bonfita. Because pressure tó wà lára ẹ̀, in tó gbé sára, ó pọ̀. So, let me go back to pick around it now. Persecution of the early Nigerian convert is known to have started as early as 1538 in the Kingdom of Benin. But the main series of the outbreak took place during the second wave of the European expansion, mainly between the years of 1848 and 1916. Èmi máa ń like a date, 1916. That means pé gbogbo time yẹn wọ́n ti ń palẹ̀mọ́ sílẹ̀ bó ṣe máa sọ wá di ẹyọ kan. Tó fi pè ní 1914 fraudulent amalgamation. And the reason why we are all going through what we are going through today, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń kí mi, máa kí dáadáa lẹ́yìn tá a bá ṣe presentation ìtàn. Ẹ gbọ́ déètì ẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí. Wọ́n ní from 1848 up to 1916, a dẹ̀ gbọ́ pé 1914 ni wọ́n amalgamate Nigeria, according to the information, by which time the British colonial rule was becoming firmly established and initiating what we counter persecution of traditional Nigerian religions. The straight persecution of Christian converts by indigenous authority continued thereafter, only locally in more isolated. Bí a tó bá jẹ́ pé wọ́n tẹ̀ fi wá sílẹ̀ nígbà yẹn ká wà bá ṣe wà, maybe we might not be seeing this persecution. Ẹni tó bá dẹ̀ wá fi ṣe ẹ̀sìn Christian, á ṣe nígbà yẹn. But because àwọn náà wá pẹ̀lú agenda wọn, I'm talking about the British during that time. Because agenda tó bá wá, òun ni a ṣe ń suffer títí dé ní. Whether ẹ sọ pé wọ́n ti fún wa ní independent, whether ẹ sọ fún wa pé wọ́n ti gba independent wa, ṣèbá àwa ló yẹ ká look after ara wa. Ẹ fọmọ lọ́yàn, ẹ̀yí gbọ̀yàn lẹ́nu ọmọ. Ṣé nísìnyí, after independent, ẹ lè sọ fún wa pé Britain ti yọwọ́ kúrò ní ọ̀rọ̀ ayé wa? I'm sure everybody knows that is not going to be true. Because ìrìn àjò lẹ káàárọ̀ òjíire, ó ní bá ṣe ń ṣe, ó ní bá ṣe ń tò, ó ní tá à ń ṣe, but àwọn náà wá rò pé agenda tàwọn náà ẹ jẹ́ ká gbé sí lọ́wọ́. Maybe also that brought a lot of conflict. Until today, ìgbà táwọn ṣe tí wọ́n tán, àwọn kan tún wá ṣẹ̀ tún wá dé, àwọn yẹn pera wọn ní Muslim. Àwọn yẹn wá ṣẹ̀ wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ wàhálà, máa pààyàn, gbé obìnrin yọ ọmọ náà ẹ̀. Àmọ́ bí táwọn yẹn ti wá, àmọ́rú àǹjọ̀nú tó wà nínú àwọn yẹn tó ń pera wọn ní bandit. So, let's go further. The persecution of converts was equally noticed even when African church leaders sprang up. According to Olayiwola, the spectacular evangelism by Prophet Joseph Ayo Babalola brought with it a wave of persecutions to all who rush into the new faith. The prophet himself, Ìyẹn bàbá wa Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá, was not spared of the ague of persecution. Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá retreated to his hometown in Odo Owa for more spiritual strength. While he was at Odo Owa, a warrant of arrest was issued from Ilorin on him. Can you imagine? Ṣẹ̀rí intan sọ fẹ́yìn yẹn wá. Ṣẹ̀rí tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ nígbà míì, a máa dàbí pé wàhálà tí ẹ ṣe wá fẹ́ pọ̀ tó yìí. Tẹ̀bí ìlú òyìnbó níwọ̀ kúkú wà. Kí ló wá ń tara báyìí? Kí ni wàhálà ẹ̀ pọ̀ báyìí? Báwo nìyàn ṣe lè máa ṣe spiritual whatever tó believe in ní ìlú ẹ̀? Mo mọ bí tí ọ̀dọ̀ wa yẹn wà. Ta ló mọ bí tí ọ̀dọ̀ wa yẹn wà? State wo nìyẹn? Because mo ti rí state yẹn níbí báyìí. Wọ́n kọ state yẹn sí. Níbo ni state yẹn wà? Fẹ́yìn tí ẹ mọ bàbá wa Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá tẹ follow wọn tẹ dẹ̀ gbà fún wọn. Kí àwọn Ìlọrin, ṣé Kwara náà níbẹ̀ wà? Òkè Kwara náà ni wọ́n wà. Ṣé ọ̀dọ̀ wa yẹn Kwara ni? So it's one local government in Kwara State. Am I right? Before I move forward. So it's in Kwara State. So Odowa is in a local government in Kwara State. Okay. So now, ẹni yẹn ṣe in tóhun spiritual kìíní ẹ̀ níbẹ̀. Wọ́n wá pè láti Ìlọrin pé ta ni wọ́? Ṣé mọ̀ pé yẹn ló sì ń ṣẹlẹ̀ pẹ̀lú àwọn Ìlọrin tọ́lọ máa ń kanlẹ̀kùn mọ́ ìyá oníṣẹ̀ṣe pé ó lè ṣọdún ìṣẹ̀ṣe ní bíbáyìí. You can see that this has been going on as far back as then. Láyé àwọn bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá ni wọ́n ti ń go through that problem. And it is still happening in our lifetime. So how do we manage all these issues? He was arrested for preaching against witches, a practice which had caused some trouble in Oto in the present Bendel State, now Edo State. He was even sentenced to jail for 6 months in Benin City on March 1932. Ìyẹn bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá was sentenced one. After serving the jail term, he went back to Efon Alaye. Ṣé níbo l'Efon Alaye yẹn wà? I'm just learning myself because some of these names I kò yẹ pé mo gbọ́ Efon Alaye rí, but state wo nínú again ní Efon Alaye yẹn wà. So wọ́n ní bàbá yẹn ó padà lọ sí Efon Alaye pé tí wàhálà tí bá fẹ́ pọ̀ ní Kwara bí a kì í sá lọ sí state mi bí àwọn èèyàn gbà mí lálejò. While he continued with his peripatetic ministry. He continued with his ministry. And today, ìjọ ti gbógan people Ekiti State, ẹ ṣé gan. So nígbà tí wọ́n persecute bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá ní Kwara tó jẹ́ kó ríṣẹ́ ṣe níbẹ̀. Ní bí abẹ́ ní hometown tí wọ́n bàbá yẹn wá pé bí a kì í sá lọ sí state mi bí àwọn èèyàn gbà mí lálejò. Mo wá ń béèrè pé ṣé ẹ ṣé gan ni gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ní Ekiti State, ẹ ṣé gan ni èèyàn kan náà ti dá mi lóhùn lórí Instagram and lórí TikTok, ẹ ṣé gan, mo appreciate. It shows that people are following the conversation. By 7 o'clock, my try like the party topic. So I'll have to come back, maybe tomorrow. I think I might do tomorrow, and then we close it tomorrow. And we're having issues with the network, especially in Facebook. Ẹ má bínú sí mi. Ọ̀dọ̀ wa ní Kwara State, tí bàbá yẹn ti ń ṣe ìjọsìn tó ti ń ṣe spirituality ẹ̀yẹn bàbá wa Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá kọ́lọ̀ bá wa fọ̀run kẹ́ wọn. Because púpọ̀ nu wa là ń jẹ àǹfààní ẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Àwa kan náà ń jẹ́. Because táwọn kan bá ń ṣàdúrà fún wa wá ní àwọn lo agbára bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá. I believe in whatever comes across me. I don't have a problem with that. But not everybody across it. He left Kwara State to go to Ekiti State. When he was persecuted, Ati accept pé Odowa is Kwara State. But according to Ntankai, I'll repeat it again. He was arrested. One who arrested Baba any former Bendel, Oti the Edo State, was sentenced for 6 months. One wá nígbà tó di March 1932. Ọjọ́ ti pẹ́. So interfin ṣeré. Gbogbo wa fi ń ṣeré kò kàn mí wo tá bá fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún Fúlàní níjọ́ táwa náà máa ti dàgbà tá máa dògbò kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ kí ilẹ̀ yẹn kó sì wà lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọmọ wa ó wà nílùú òyìnbó ni ó wà níyàn sí lẹ́lẹ́ òyìnbó ni ó wà nílé ni ilẹ̀ yẹn gangan ni ohun wọn fẹ́ gbà wọ́n dẹ̀ fẹ́ gbà by all costs and all means àwọn kíá ìtàjẹ̀sílẹ̀ ò bá sí ṣe ráwọn ọ̀kẹ́ èèyàn tó bá kú lọ́dọ̀ tiwọn àwa làwa wà a ní soft heart àfi jẹ́ kíyàn kankan eléyìí tá à ń sọ yìí kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation à ń sọ̀rọ̀ tí ọ̀rọ̀ tó fẹ́ mú ṣẹ́rí sometimes when people just burst into the ó lè má gbogbo ta ti sọ látẹ̀kan gbogbo tí mo sọ yìí nísìn èwo ni kò mú Yorùbá nation jáde nínú ẹ̀ nísìn it shows how our IQ are all different so gbogbo tí mo sọ nísìn ìtọ́kàn yìí nísìn ni pé what next for Yorùbá ọ̀bí abẹ ṣe sọ yẹn pé what next pẹ̀lú gbogbo tí mo sọ yìí what next is ká mọ ohun tá a jọ máa ṣe kọ́lọ́n kó gbà wálẹ̀ bí abẹ́ mi ṣe táàmẹ̀ bí abẹ́ ṣe kọ́ yẹn ni mo lè ṣe gbọ́ torí òyìnbó náà wà wicked. Ní 1932 wọ́n lé bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá okay yeah I understand now mo get it náà mo ṣe reverse ẹ̀ pé bí abẹ́ mi ṣe táàmẹ̀ tẹ́lẹ̀ ni but mo ti understand nísìn. Ní March 1932 wọ́n lé bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá tẹ̀yìn fi ọlá tí wọ́n gbàdúrà lénìí táwa náà fi ọlá ànábì sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Yeah, I understand the network is not stable. Like I said, in another 14 days, I'll fix it. So for now, let's just manage it. I know it is not the best network. There's no doubt about it, but I'll repeat it all the time. So just if it's a so in 1932, whoa, jẹ́ kí bàbá Ayọ̀ Babalọ́lá kó ṣe tó fẹ́ ṣe. Whether we agree with Christianity, whether we disagree with it is not the issue. But àwọn kan disagree pẹ̀lú ẹ̀. And today, we have that is just unbearable. So wọ́n ní bàbá yẹn sá. So let's leave it for that section. So that tí bá padà wá.
Sílùú Kàbá gbogbo ilẹ̀ Yorùbá pátápátá títí dé Ọ̀wọ́rọ̀ gbogbo wa ní ká jáde láti wá pàdé àlejò pàtàkì yìí. A tún fi àsìkò yìí dúpẹ́ lọ́wọ́ bàbá wa ààrẹ orílẹ̀-èdè yìí ààrẹ Bọ́lá Ahmed.
The inalienable right, everybody knows that ṣàlàyé yẹn but báwo la ṣe fi gba Yorùbá nation báwo la ṣe máa gba country yẹn ṣá máa jà pẹ̀lú gídígbò ṣá máa ṣe rally ṣá máa protest ṣá máa ṣe this we have done a lot of engagement. Àti engage àwọn èèyàn àti jáde protest àti ṣe President Bola Tinubu pé in tó bá wọ̀n ni kò ṣe tó bá wọ̀n because wọ́n mọ̀ pé tí Tinubu bá ṣe tán power lọ sí south east pé Igbo máa di president nínú Nàìjíríà yẹn happen between now and next year but in táwọn not ṣe ń dọ̀bálẹ̀ fún Tinubu nísìn ni pé wọ́n fi yẹ kó ṣe tẹ́nu ẹ̀tàn kó dá power padà fáwọn. And whether APC is the face today does not guarantee APC the next 10 years. Because the moment Tinubu bá ṣe tán, party yẹn máa break. And they will emerge another political party kí gbogbo ìtẹ̀wò lórí Facebook náà mo mọ̀ pé ẹ wà satisfied. But like I said, the internet ẹ mọ̀ pé ìlú ọmọ fún any time tó máa wá fix nǹkan kan ni so we're working and waiting that the internet will be resolved because mo ti complain already so wọ́n máa rán engineer wa time to there for me I couldn't get it earlier time mo kí bàbá wa lajà just to appreciate yíyan kankan kò ṣe pé anything more than the fact that we just want our program that I've done now to remain on our page. I don't want you to pick it up. It doesn't matter who you are, pick it up and then slash it on your own channel. Rather, about I share links or Facebook on my table. Kituma lo ma deal pẹ̀lú conflict. Èmi kọ́ ni leader wa leader kó lọ deal pẹ̀lú àwọn conflict here because those conflicts sometimes, is just worth living. So kò ń ṣe eré mi ni ma dá sí conflict. Yes, I am a leader on my own as well, leading my platforms, leading ní Shakila no wedding ẹ pè wá kájọ sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ fẹ́ ránṣọ ìgbàlódé tí mo wọ̀ lánàá tẹ́lẹ̀ àwọn òyìnbó ń béèrè pé what you look beautiful man where are you from I'm Nigeria but a Yoruba man and wow beautiful woo. So kódà mo ní kọ́ bá mi yà kan tó wà lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́ kákọ̀fí especially ọ̀rọ̀ wọn ti di ọ̀rọ̀ aṣọ fún wọn wọ̀ gbọ́ let's hope this will download quickly. Kákọ̀ gbọ́ ká rẹ́rìn. Nígbà tèmi gan gbọ́, mo fẹ́ tàkìtì. Èyí tẹ́ wà lórí Facebook ẹ jẹ́ sáré gbọ́ kó tó tún gbé yín lọ.
Lẹ́fẹ́ sórílẹ̀-èdè kò ní dáa fún gbogbo yín pápátá. Àtẹ̀yìn tó ràn yín iṣẹ́, àtẹ̀yìn gan tó ràn iṣẹ́.
Àṣẹ Èdùmàrè.
Ẹ ní ṣe rere ńlẹ̀ Yorùbá, Ọlọ́run àgbégi lé ayé yín.
Àṣẹ o.
Ìyá yín òun January 18 láti rí mọ́ o ní ò lè bọ́ síta o. Torí tó bá yẹ pé tẹ́lẹ̀ ni.
Nígbà tó wà lọ́dọ̀ YSDM, a máa kó èrè owó tó fẹ́ gbà. Òun ló release $360,000 fún ìyá wọn Kùkùté tí kò dẹ̀ question ẹ̀. Ó yẹ kó fọlọ́pàá gbé Fálétí fúnra rẹ̀. Ṣó gidi ń bọ̀. Brother mi tó wà London lórúkọ ẹ̀. Ẹ̀bá mi rántí orúkọ ẹ̀. Tó máa tó ń ṣe program fún wọn. Wọ́n ti yọ ìjìnlẹ̀ ní setting. Yéò wọ́n ti yọ ìjìnlẹ̀. Wọ́n ti yọ ní ṣẹ́rí ìjìnlẹ̀. Mickey Babs. Ó lé Mickey Babs yẹn. Tá a fi ṣe gbogbo rally London. Mo ò rojú ẹ̀rí mo mọ orí èèyàn tó jẹ́. Ó gba 30,000. No. Ó gba 18,000 pounds lọ́wọ́ wọn. 18,000 pounds lọ́wọ́ wọn nílùú yìí. Owó yẹn wọ́n lè fi sínú ẹ̀. Mo kí gbogbo ìyá wa dáadáa. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń gbọ́ mi tẹ́ ní Koiki àgbọ̀ ibo ló wà látijọ́ mo ti dé. Adúpẹ́ fọ́lọ́run ìyá kú.